So this is 50% or half of the answers of yesterday's quiz. If you need, take a picture or a screenshot, and then we can move on with today's class. And guess what? We will talk about polynomials. Yes, you guessed it right. And who is already tired of hearing about polynomials? I'm never tired about polynomials. I think polynomials are very interesting, and we are working. We already know how to add, and we know how to subtract. Good morning, Ariel. Good morning. We know how to add polynomials, how to subtract. Today we will learn how to multiply. Yesterday we have seen several applications of polynomials. One example is this application in geometry, and I remember we worked on applications about finding out profit, revenue, cost. Remember this? And also polynomials are very good on modeling, on representing data. And we worked yesterday on evaluating data, like I remember the question about population of Kenya, and another question was about the number of smokers, something like that. So another thing that polynomial is useful is to model, is to represent data in statistical data. And a very interesting application, we didn't see it yesterday, but is an interesting way of showing the graph of a polynomial. An interesting way, or an interesting application, is to model roller coasters. Actually, you can use, and is actually used to design roller coasters, the polynomial functions, because they are continuous, they have ups and downs, and they are smooth. They don't have bends, right? They go up smoothly, then go down smoothly. This is a very interesting application on the design or the modeling of roller coasters. Hello, Iwi, good morning. So sorry, I'm late, no problem. My ISP just had an outage. Okay, no worries. No problem, Iwi. Again, if there's any Wi-Fi problem, connection problem, if for some reason you missed the meeting, just send me a message, and you will have available the assignment, the video. At the end of the day, I'm going to upload this video. So I understand. These things happen sometime. Thank you. And all right, today we will learn how to multiply polynomials. Multiplication. We have here the multiplication of a monomial by a monomial. It's the first example. There's some definitions here, and you can read if you want, but I think it's much better to spend time working on the examples and then working with you on the quiz, because those definitions I'm going to read, I'm going to explain, but we all will forget at the end of the class, right? But the examples that we work together, no, this helps to understand, helps to memorize. And the first one, which is kind of the easiest case, is when we have the multiplication of a monomial by another monomial. And let's work this. We have 3x squared y exponent 7, right? Multiplied by 5x cubed y, and no exponent, that means exponent 1. How do we solve it? To be able to solve it, you have to remember last week when we studied properties of exponents. Remember this? We have to combine. We have to multiply the factors that have the same base and combine or add the exponents. Remember this? So we can multiply first the numbers, 3 times 5, and then we will have 15, right? The next, we can combine, we can multiply x squared, and the other one, the other factor that have the same base is x cubed, so it's going to be x, and we add the exponents, 2 plus 3, 5. And we also will combine, let me see another color here, this. Y exponent 7, and this is the other factor that have the same base, y. And this is going to be y exponent 7 plus 1, exponent 8. That's the answer, that's the solution for this first example. Any questions at all? I think, yeah, this is kind of the simplest case because we have just a monomial and another monomial. If you think this is not clear, you always can check the solution from the book. It's cleaner and nicer. This is the explanation from the book. And now let's try another example, another situation. Now we have the multiplication of a monomial by a polynomial. And the difference here is now we have to apply distributive property. That means before getting rid of the parentheses, we need to distribute this monomial here in front of the parentheses to all the terms that are inside the parentheses. So apply distributive property. So we have here for letter A, 5y cubed, right, times, and the first term is this one, 2y squared. Then we have 5y cubed times this term here, negative 7y. And 5y cubed times 6. Now we applied distributive property. We have 3 terms, and we can simplify by applying the properties of exponents. Multiply, the same thing that we've done on the previous example. Multiply the numbers, 5 times 2, 10, and multiply the factors that have the same base. Y cubed times y squared is y exponent 5, right? Next, multiply positive 5 by negative 7, negative 35, and these have the same base y, y cubed times y exponent 1, y exponent 4. And the next one, now we have 5 times 6, 30, and we have only y cubed. We don't have any other y, any other factor to combine. And this is going to be the final answer, the solution for that example. So far, so good. What do you think? Any questions? And you can check. This is my messy solution. It's not so clear, so nice. You always can check here the book, the solution from the book, which is a bit nicer. And maybe better to understand. And let me know if you have any question, any comments, any So the answer here for this bell work, the age, the difference in age, it will keep the same, 3 years. So when Lisa is 40 years old, Lucy is going to be 37 years old. The difference in age is keeping the same. All right. This is the answer for the bell work. Let's move now to work on the quiz. And on the quiz, we don't have any tricky questions. Straightforward questions. Multiplication of polynomials only. The first one, let me work here on the first example. And we have letter A, 7x exponent 4, y times negative 6 times x, y exponent 5, right? First step, combine, multiply the numbers, multiply the coefficients. And 7 times negative 6, negative 42. The next step, multiply the factors with the same base. X exponent 4 times x, x exponent 5. And y times y exponent 5 is y exponent 6. That's it. This is the answer for letter A. Now try to work by yourselves in the other questions, and I will check real quick attendance, and then we can work together and complete the whole quiz if you need. I just need you to ask which question you need help, or if you want feedback on your answers. Okay, use the chat to send your questions.